Hello, gents. It's R.P.M. here. And as the modern woman has completely priced herself out of the market, I ask you, why pay to settle when you can pay for exactly what you want? With such models as Nava, Lashandra, and for those of you who want a little more junk in the trunk, Haley and her twin sister Bailey, you can find exactly what you want at the Dollhouse, DC Dollhouse, or the Dollhouse San Antonio. And remember, gents, when the power goes out, feminism will go out right along with it. However, your doll will never experience this. When you're ready, click those links in the description box. RPM, I am out. What is going on, gents? It's RPM here, reporting from Mobile Command. Gentlemen, the waifu conversation is still going. Even though it may be in the shadows, it's going to be coming to light faster than we thought. Because apparently, in the new season of The Bachelorette, they're going to have a waifu. For what reason? I don't know. However, that simply shows that the waifu is starting to get a mainstream debut. Now, of course, there was another video that I did a while ago about a TV show featuring a waifu. And yeah, like it or not, the waifu will be going mainstream sooner rather than later. But it's about time. Anyway, I've been finding more articles written about waifus. And yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, it's about to get a whole lot funner. Now, this particular article was written and published on the 23rd of April. What are the reasons to buy a waifu? Ho, 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 boy. The global waifu trend has been going strong for quite some time. It sparked heated discussions, viewpoints, excitement, and fear, all at the same time. Now, who would be afraid of the waifu? We all know this. Women, and particularly feminists. Why? Because they want to use the whole robot rights thing and the childlike argument to try to dissuade men from buying them. And we all know why. Any man who would take the waifu option is a man that has taken himself off the market to be used by women. Just saying. Just saying. But now is the time to remind the international community that even a lifelike waifu will make sex more enjoyable and more fun. Even if you think you'll never get a waifu, you've always wondered how you'd react if you saw one for the first time. And if you're still on the fence about buying a waifu, we're pleased to show you why you should. Yes, in my humble opinion, if you're on the fence, jump off the fence. Find a good dealer, find a good retailer, do your research, and go from there. Even though I would personally recommend, if it's your first doll, go for Kimber, since it is an inexpensive doll and it's a great beginner doll. Just saying. There are so many explanations to why people would order a life-size waifu that it would be impossible to list them all. However, we've decided to share the top explanations as to why men purchase realistic waifus. I might actually throw in a couple after the article. Health comes first, followed by enjoyment, of course. If everybody has intercourse, some steps must be taken whenever it comes to safety, i.e., wear your condoms. And I would say at this point, if she is not a legitimate professional, do health and background checks. A lot of women tend to be carriers for certain things. HPV, yeah, you don't want that. Anyway, how long have you been afraid of contracting STDs? If we were to say it more than likely occurred more than once, it makes no difference whether it was a one-night stand or regular unprotected intercourse. There's also the possibility of pollution. If you have a realistic waifu, you should be able to put all of your problems aside. Gentlemen, all you have to do is look at the current STD numbers. Yeah. Coach Greg Adams has talked about this. I've also made numerous videos in the past talking about how the STD rate is skyrocketing, especially if you're in a major city. You don't want that nonsense. Because trust and believe, the medication, the treatment for an STD is going to cost way more than a waifu. Just saying. You can have sex with a real life waifu whenever you want, and you don't have to worry about it. She'll be all yours and nobody else's. Remember, gents, when it comes to meatbag women, they are never yours. Even in marriage, they're never yours. It's just your turn. It would help if you were also confident that you are her only companion, ensuring healthy intercourse. There would be no catastrophe. Isn't it true that what we want to do at any point in our lives is having a good time and not forming a relationship with a sex partner? There's nothing terrible about it. However, the reality is that this is often impossible to do. I.e., the old pump and dump, the casual and occasional. The only problems with that is typically one party will catch feelings. If you had a waifu, you might solve this problem right away. They may have as much sex with her if they want, as they want. And she won't blow your mind even though you ask her a lot of questions. Furthermore, she will pay special attention to you. Isn't it true that this will make things easier for you? I.e., she's not going to talk your damn head off. You're not going to have mental stress. Don't worry about it. Humans are multifaceted creatures. As a result, forming alliances can be time-consuming and draining. Every word you utter, Every move you take and every movement, all of those things will be scrutinized. Oh, yeah, we know how women love to pry. And especially now with social media. Oh, yeah, you think you're not being investigated, gentlemen? Of course, which is one of the main questions is, oh, can I get your social media? And if you're a guy who doesn't have social media, people look at you like you're crazy nowadays. Yeah, go figure. Don't you want to be able to relax every day? One of the best choices may be to purchase a realistic young waifu. Imagine coming home from a long day of work to see someone waiting for you to have sex. Yeah, that's fine. How about you? There is no boring conversation, no fantasizing about the future, just sex and pleasure. What more does a man wish for? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. See, before, with meatbag women, that used to be the unwritten promise that relationships were based on. A man could go out, slay the corporate dragon, come home, at the bare minimum, have a young hot wife waiting for him that would take all the stress of the day away. Now, if you're in a relationship, you got to fight the corporate dragon, you got to fight the world, and then you got to come home and fight the woman who will eventually turn into the enemy that you're sleeping with. Yeah, gentlemen, no. Too much added pressure. There would be no shame. We're assuming you do realize what a waifu is. And with an abundance of condoms on the market, there's no way you won't even be able to get anyone pregnant. It can only be ensured when there's no sex involved. You, on the other hand, aren't equal to the challenge. Casual sex is now more than possible, thanks to sex toys. An accidental pregnancy and a fatal disease are no longer concerns. Isn't it something we've all wished for? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Cheap sex is readily available. However, cheap available sex is not always good sex. Now, another reason why a waifu would be a great investment is something that is probably not talked about, but very important when it comes to men and meatbag women. Sexual performance and sexual anxiety. Now, what do I mean by that? Now, we love to use the term, blowing her back out. But let's take a look at female pleasure items, right? The dildo, the waifu, the vibrator. I mean, not the waifu, but the vibrator. When you look at some of the things that are available for these women to insert into themselves, and you have to think about the number of men that these women have had. Honestly, can you really satisfy the modern woman sexually? Unless you not be up to the task. Oh, believe you me, she will shame you on social media. Make no mistake about it. If you decide to come too early, guess what? Oh, he's a two-pump chump. Next thing you know, that messes with your psyche as a man. Yeah, no. See, with the waifu, you don't have to worry about that anxiety. If you want it to be a 3-minute session or a 30-minute session, that's all up to you. And you don't have to worry about it. See, this is my big reason why I think the waifu option is a great option, particularly for, even though I don't believe in incels, I don't believe them, but the waifu will be a great option for them because, hey, pressure busts pipes. It does. Now, let's say these guys go out and they don't want to actually hire a pro. In my opinion, these guys, they still are so locked into the matrix. They want to get onto the plantation so bad, but they can't. But every other option that will be available, they've been shamed out of wanting. So they want to still try to follow the old school script. That script is dead. But once again, I don't believe in the whole incel thing. I don't. At first I did, but then I pulled back and said, listen, what do these guys truly want? That's never been the question that has been addressed. But yet and still, if you're a guy who cannot get a woman, and the real question is, what type of woman do these guys desire? See, that's something else. If you want that beautiful woman, that beautiful hot woman, then guess what? Save your money, build that beautiful hot woman, and she will be 100% yours. Just saying. But yeah, like it or not, the waifu conversation is slowly and surely going to be a mainstream one. Now, there's another article that I'm going to cover pretty soon talking about real dolls. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm going to have fun with that one. But all in all, gentlemen, if you're truly curious about the waifu, then yes, go to the doll forum, do your research, and just look around. Look around. Check out different sites. Unique Doll, Fine Love Dolls, The Dollhouse, Sexy Real Sex Dolls. There's so many sites. But I will definitely say this. If it looks too good to be true, 9 times out of 10, it will be too good to be true. And quality costs. Just saying. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and jump off of here. And yeah, read the article. Let me know what you guys think. And ladies, the power will eventually go out. Feminism will eventually go out right along with it. However, our dolls, our waifus, will never hit the wall. That's all I got to say for this one. R.P.M. I am